Hello guys, this is Zhatelier, and today we shall play something a bit different. Game is Darklands, and this game was made in the glorious year of 1992, the year I was born myself. So the game is actually an RPG. You create 1 to 4 characters or use pre-made characters, and you adventure in 15th century Germany. Quite a bit is historical, but there's some fantasy elements, although they are not as such magic in this game much. There's alchemy, which basically does the same thing as magic in most games, but that's the short story of the game. So let us start a new world. Basically, you start by create a character. Let's name this after myself, and a nickname. You'll later understand why the nickname should be that. Actually, let's put a nickname Zar. So you can either make a man or a woman, and depending on which gender, these stats will be slightly different. Now let's begin childhood. I say, since this let's take well, first of all, there are 6 different backgrounds. You can say nobility, wealthy urban family, town traders family, country crafts family, urban commoner, or rural commoner. I think I'll take rural for this one. Now the stats here are endurance, strength, agility, was it perception or something like that? Basically instincts, intelligence and charm. Now, for fighting purposes, endurance and strength are the most important. Agility is useful, and these lower 3 are not as such fighting skills, but they can affect many things along the game. Now let's begin by... I'm gonna use some arrow keys and keyboard basically to improve or go through this. So, first of all, let's put endurance something like 33. Once you get to, I suppose, could say level 30 or something on any of these 6 stats here, it means that it takes 2 of these points here. As you probably can see when I add that, it subtracts from this pool here. And the tactic usually on endurance and strength is that you want to have more strength than endurance, because if you in a fight you run out of endurance, you are just knocked out. If you run out of strength, you're dead. So having a bit of strength is usually a good idea. Now I prefer to have at least 25 agility, because there are situations when you need to run away, and quite a few of them actually. And if you have a character with somewhat low agility, you won't get away, since running away stuff goes by the lowest agility and such. So having high agility on each character is pretty important, I'd say. Now perception, pretty good, I suppose. Intelligence, I'm not gonna make this character to be much used for intelligence, but and non-charm. Perception a bit higher, agility I suppose 30 is good. more these endurance and strength. Now I suppose I'll put the last points to intelligence. Now that we have done our childhood, we get to choose occupation or select, and these choices you have here depend on your background. So everyone who is from countryside, a commoner, basically what I took, the rural, that's a hard word, commoner, have these options first. And so recruit, oblate, novice, monk, peddler, student, apprentice, craftsman, laborer, vagabond, thief, peasant, hunter, and bandit. I guess I'll make recruit out of this one. So now we get to improve these stats here. This weapons aged, so swords and such, impact, maces and gloves and such, flail weapons, polearms, basically spears and such, throwing weapons. I think it also counts potions and such, but basically stuff you throw. Bow, well, that's pretty explains itself, let's just say that. And missile devices, basically crossbow. So that's the weapon skills. Then here are alchemy, religious. So basically, well, alchemy means that you are good at alchemy, basically. That's quite simple. Religion is that, well, you are a religious man or woman, and you know basically this stuff. You know the religion, which in this case is, of course, Christianity. Virtue is, well, yeah, I suppose that explains itself a bit. But basically, if you have high virtue, you can go into monasteries and such to study there and get a refugee for the night or something like that. Speak common is basically how good you are speaking to common tongue. Speak Latin is basically the same with Latin, and read and write. So if none of your characters has read and write, if you come across any written texts and such, you won't be able to, well, basically do anything. Well, that's not true. But you won't be able to read them, and you need someone's help to read them. So it's usually good to have at least one capable of reading, and preferably, yeah, sorry, it's been a while since recording, so my tongue twists too easily. But anyway, that's read and write. Then there's heal, basically how good you are healing others, I believe. It might have... No, I don't think it has any effect on how quickly you heal. The artifice... or artifact... okay, I don't know how to pronounce it either, but anyway, this is how handy you are with your... what's it called? Hands. Yes, hands. So you can... when working in a town, you get probably more money, you can pick locks, or what's this phrase, anyway. Then there's stealth. Wait a minute, I need to check one thing. Right, and we're back. I had to take care of a few technical difficulties since these last row basically here was erased on the recording, but I suppose I'm gonna leave that to the video, maybe. But anyway, so we were left to stealth. Well, that's quite simple. easier to move unseen. Streetwise is basically how well you can navigate in cities and such. And riding skill, well, that's probably quite easy to understand. And wood-wise, basically streetwise, but outside cities. That's basically how it goes. So those are the skills we can improve now. We have 38 points, as you can see here, maybe, unless you are looking at very low resolution or something. But anyway, let's start by improving edged weapons. I like to use swords and such. I guess a bit religious and virtue doesn't harm, and common speak. Artificial self, yes, much. Wood-wise, I suppose, yes. Let's take street-wise as well. Let's put some points to bows. Although we probably won't be using that many bows, but it doesn't really matter. Now, we have 5 points to use on something. Now, I guess I could put points to healing, although this character shall not be the healer type. But anyway, let's take that. And well, basically we have now put all our occupations. We can not occupations, there are points on this occupation. We can go to next occupation, but as you can see, we are now age 20. Before we took an occupation, we were at age 15. But the thing is, you cannot go on for an adventure at age 15. So first you need to have occupation. Right now we have taken 1. You can take more, and each occupation adds 5 years to your age, and once you get past 40, your stats, these stats here, will start to get lower. You know, you get old, you are not as strong as you used to be and such. Quite logical. So we have now options to go to next occupation, begin adventuring, or kill a character. I'd say this character is done, so we hit begin adventure, and now these 4 characters here are the pre-made, and this is the one I made. So I suppose we'll make another character. Enter a new name. Let's say Zhatelier. My alter ego at some places, and like so. And in childhood, I suppose we'll let's make country crafts family. We need someone good with hands, and basically again we start adding these points. Sorry. Endurance maybe 32 at first. 35. Strength, agility. Let's put 30. Whatever this is, something like that. A bit intelligence maybe. Well, I suppose this one isn't a handsome man either, but it doesn't really matter. Let's put more intelligence and agility, and well, 1 point to charisma, I suppose. Like that, and now we can take either, well, I was thinking about taking apprentice or journeyman craftsman, and as you can see, the options are not much different, but I can't remember seeing a local trader on the first character, and this one can straight away be journeyman craftsman. Yes, you know, there's maybe, well, he was after all from crafts family, so perhaps his mother or father has teach him a bit of crafting, maybe. So I'd say we take Journeyman Craftsman, because it adds more to this artifice. What's it called anyway? And I think we want to put as many points to it as we can. I suppose a bit stealth is quite good. A bit virtue and religion. Which weapon should we use? Edged weapons or impact? I suppose edged weapons is in a way the easiest, since well, you get swords, many kinds of swords in this game, whereas impact weapons, they are mostly maces and gloves and such. There's not that much variety. So, like that, let's see. What else do we want? Speed common, okay, yeah. Bows are usually a good idea, although unless you make it the way that the bow section is the highest of these weapon skills, since basically you get one weapon per character in the start, and for most, well, actually every time it picks the one that you have highest skill. So basically I will get a short sword or something like that. If I had this lower, let's say 10, we would get a bow, but I'd say close quarters combat is still the priority number one in the beginning. Now we have 15 points, let's, I don't know. Let's put some streetwise to this guy as well. I'm not gonna put any heal on this guy. Read and write, okay. And 3 points. Should it be... let's take Latin. So, yeah, that's basically... This character is done as well. Gain adventure, now we had 2 done. Let's make a 3rd one. Enter a new name. Cavities. And... continue that. Begin childhood. I wonder... Well, let's... I suppose all our characters will be from the countryside. That's pretty common for me, but... Okay, let's start endurance at least 30. Strength maybe 33, yeah. Agility, let's put it 28. I don't think that needs to be higher, nor charisma, but this will be our alchemist. So, okay, let's improve those a bit. No, yeah, we don't need charisma for this either, so we can use points for something that matters more. Okay, done chasing attributes, and let's see. We want as much alchemy as possible. If I remember correctly, it was yeah, oblate. Here you can see how much it gives once you take it for occupation, and these numbers here tell you how many points you can add, which of course takes points from here. But anyway, alchemy, I guess Latin would be good. Artifice is always appreciated, and stealth. Now then, I suppose edged weapons for this one too. We'll put heal for this guy. For the case that the 4th character I'll be making will actually be our healer, but for the case that if we lose that one, we can still get, well, although you need more points than 9 to affect more than any lower points, I suppose, but anyway, wood-wise, yes, from the countryside knows the woods. So this one speaks Latin pretty well, but I suppose let's put virtue a bit more. And maybe religion, just a bit, yeah, but yes, now for the final character, and this one will be a woman. So, 11, and right, so yeah, this is a woman, I suppose from the countryside as well, and this will be our get away from prison card, basically. Doesn't need to have too much endurance or strength, but I prefer to have it quite a bit, nevertheless. Agility, perception. Let's put more charisma and strength and endurance, like so. Down chasing attributes, and she will be a nun, which means that we get slightly more healing points than in any other occupation. Now, we did have one capable of reading, but let's see, religious, actually virtuous and religious, but anyway, those are needed. Let's put to impact weapons, because flail weapons are, there's basically 2 different weapons you can use with that, so it's not very useful, I'd say. Now then, perhaps the Latin speaking and reading as well. Although I suppose I wouldn't have to need to put those there, but still I prefer to do it this way. So beginning adventuring, and let's add to the party, and let's, okay, yeah, that's good shield, okay. And here we can see what he'll be looking like. Change the hair color, something like that. Okay, yeah, that's good. Then this one, add to the party. Heraldry, that's good. Let's save this. Yeah, okay, that's good. Add this one, we could select character image. There's 4 different images you can have. But I suppose we'll go with this one and just have appropriate colors to tell these guys apart in battles. So let's see, what should we put in here? Okay, that's a good one. And the final one, add to the party, and this one will have a woman character. Since we didn't put much intelligence in this one, and heraldry, the shield, yes, that's girly enough, I suppose. Dress, let's take red and no sleeves, good. And now that we select this here, now we can actually see, okay, so artifice, yes, throw weapons, polearm, flail, impact, edged, missile device, virtue, religious, what? Okay, well anyway, religious something. We can drag and drop equipment here. So this was our recruit, and he has some armor straight away and such. Now, this was the crafter. He has vital parts protected by leather armor and has a short sword, whereas this one has short sword something like that, for vital parts and for limbs leather. And let's take our alchemist. It's just sword that has a formula: Arabian fire, a sticky burning substance that clings to flesh and flows through armor. So basically I can burn enemies. And it hurts, I can tell you that. And now the nun has a club, of course. And unfortunately, yes, sorry. She does not know any saints to pray to yet. The saints can give you powerful boosts in different situations. So basically, we have now equipped our guys and girl, and now we shall begin adventure. You gather around to comfort fire till Eulenspiegel in the city of Nuremberg. Ah, Nuremberg, historical town in many cases. Then we agreed, asks Zha. We will swear this pact of loyalty to achieve justice and glory for all. Everyone nods. You all swear a pact as blood brothers to seek good and avoid evil, and to bring everlasting honor and glory to your names. You look around at each other now that we have a goal, Zha remarks wryly. How shall we achieve it? Let's visit the market and the guilds in search of better equipment and more training, suggests Grant. I've also heard that the churches and monasteries may take on students once we find some teachers. We can just stay here and work at various things until the money runs low. Everyone nods. A wise plan, remarks Kevides. But why not take action now? Thieves infest the back streets here at night. We can gain repute, experience, and a bit of plunder by eliminating these scum. Let us also listen to rumors and visit the Saumark to learn about tasks the merchants may have for us. There is an unhappy look at Eleven's face. Don't we need fine armor and good weapons? Maybe the sale of one or two valuable items would give us the funds to help everyone here. I am loath to venture into dangerous countryside without good equipment. After discussing these issues, you decide to. Okay, so first of all, party info. Here's how well you can see the time, the date. The year is currently 1400. So just the beginning of 15th century. We are here, if you can see that. We are unknown, our reputation. And you can see a crude map here, see different towns. If you hover the cursor over them, you can see your reputation. But since we just started, we have no reputation to speak of. We can see that we have 10 corrosion, which is 120 pfennigs. Basically pennies. So 1 corrosion is 12 pennies and 1 florin is 20 corrosion. So 1 florin equals 240 pfennigs. We don't have any money deposited on some banks, which is basically for florins. You get a note from the bank, and you can exchange that note to money at other banks. And Philosopher's Stone, it's some alchemy stuff. Now then, back to the game itself. Let's go through the main street. Looking down the main street of Nuremberg, you set off toward. The thing I usually do at first is A scenic row where you can wait and relax because if you remember, they said about thieves infesting the side streets at night. So, we shall wait until nightfall, of course. You awaken after 10 hours and so on. The moonlight filters down through a quiet stand of trees. Amid the shadows you decide to. And we go to side street. And once we... oh. Usually when you go from side street to main street or something like that, it doesn't have to be that combination, but once you travel here at night, you will usually come across with some bandits, thieves, not bandits. Okay, so back to side streets and main street, and fight. So we can select one of these and attack. Standard attack. If we press enter, it saves that, so we don't. If we accidentally click something wrong, it would still command that character, which is Cavitus, the alchemist. Okay, I suppose our recruit shall help as well. So I'm actually using keyboard shortcuts here, since I've played quite a bit of this game, so I don't need to use all this from here, although there are some pretty useful stuff. Now, was it space? Yes, that's pause or unpause. Now we can see the fight going on. The white figures over these heads mean that one of our characters has taken a hit. The red means that the enemy has taken a hit. And as you can see, 4 against 3, we crushed them quite well. Now we need to, first of all, distribute to different person. Since Grat has no protection for limbs, we shall get clothing for limbs. And then Cavitus has neither vital or limb armor, so we take one of each. And same with Eleven. And then back to Azar, and we... yes, we sell that one. Not sell, but take that one. Okay, so Cavitus improved in edged weapons, changed from 10 to 13, and that's all the improving that happened during this fight. As you catch your breath, common folk come into the street and thank you. Bless you, noble travelers, says an old something, can't read this. The backgrounds and text colors are sometimes not optimal. But to continue, these thugs were terrorizing our neighborhood. Yes. And we are back in the main street. I guess we can, first of all, let us equip the armor we took. So there's slight advantage. And now there's, in addition to the bandits or thieves, sorry, at night, you can also come across the city guard. Suddenly alert, Krat senses danger nearby. He warns you all of a group of cutthroat thieves in ambush. Quickly assessing the situation, you decide to. We can either offer them all our possessions and grovel for mercy, use our street sense to talk them into leaving you alone, scare them away by showing yourselves to be armed and dangerous. We can call upon a saint to pacify us. We can run away as quickly as possible. We have no alchemy potions to distract them, and we can of course attack them before they attack you. So basically what's... now if we attack them before they attack you, there's a larger distance between us and them in the beginning of fight. So basically when you have missile weapons, you can shoot 1 or 2 times before they get to the close quarters. But I'd say Scared him away by showing you armed and dangerous. You all stand up, grinning happily. Zar begins a flashy weapons routine with his short sword. Unfortunately, his skill isn't up to the task and he drops it. The leader of the thieves guffaws. Ha! Easy pickings, my friends, he cries. They charge you, blades flashing. They actually have blades instead of gloves. So, wait a minute, shift. Yes, let's put up a row here and wait them to approach. Okay, so you two will take a, well, not a duel, but anyway. And let the fight begin. Oh, Brad is taking serious damage there. I suppose we won't be taking a third match tonight. Ooh. Wait. Why are you not attacking? Back to business. Okay, but we won this, most likely. Unless that, well, that was not a super one. Okay, so let's take the swords and the leather. We'll take one clothing. That's actually a trick I learned not too long ago watching a video of someone playing this Darklands. I'll show you soon. Okay, edge weapons for Zar from 15 to 17 and impact weapons for 11 from 9 to 10. Okay. As you stand back from the now motionless bodies, windows open and people cheer your victory, an old dignified woman comes up to you. "Oh, thanks, strangers, for stopping these scum. We are finally free of their robberies and beatings." Good. Now, what we can do... Let's see, there's probably... The options... let's go to the inn and heal us there. So, take up residence to work, pray, study, experiment, etc. So, we can regain strength 1 per day. That's basically what we do now. We lose 1 crossen and 8 pennings, so it's basically 20 pennings per day in here. So we will run out of money probably, perhaps too soon. We are still having some. Now that Azar is at full strength, he can try to earn some money. With 5 pennings, it's not much. But it's, of course, slows down the rate we lose money. And we might get others full strength. Okay, 11 is certainly not a moneymaker here, it seems. We are losing 1 crossen a day now. Okay, once we get this... Oh yeah, it's Grad who was the craftsman. Okay, 1 more day, I think. How much? Okay, so these 2 guys would earn 5 pennings per day. And these 2 don't earn as much. Okay, so now we've done that. And I suppose we should save this. LP save 1. Now we've saved since this episode has taken a bit time. So thank you for watching, and if you like this or want to see more, please leave a like. So, because it sort of helps me to motivate myself. And if you have feedback, please give me. I'm open to ideas and feedback, and I probably will record a few more episodes at least of this. Or maybe if there's enough well, not enough views, but if I feel like it, I probably will continue this playthrough until this party dies. And I suppose on later episodes I will explain many more things about this game. But as I was saying, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, bye bye.